Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today's video will be on a classic Sudoku created by Riffclown. The Sudoku has been taken from the CTC Discord server where many classic Sudokus and many other variants as well get posted each day. The link to solve this Sudoku is given in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And if you're enjoying the videos that we're posting and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button below. We're close to hitting 800 subscribers, so please subscribe to the channel. So let us get into solving now. Classic rules apply. Each row, each column and 3x3 box in the grid will have digits from 1 to 9 without repetitions. Standard classic rules. So let us see how this Sudoku proceeds. And about this author, I don't think we have covered Sudoku created by this author previously on the channel, so I thought it would be nice to have a classic Sudoku by a new author. So I'll start the Sudoku now. 4 is in row 1 and row 2, so that gives a 4 in one of these two cells because 4 can't go into column 5. And there are 4's in the bottom two rows, row 8 and row 9, so that gives a 4 here. Okay, 4 goes in one of these three cells in column 7, and that's about it. So rest of the boxes are not interesting with respect to 4s. So let us look at maybe 8s. 8 is in row 4 and row 6, so that gives 8 in one of these two cells, and instantly I get my first digit. So and that gives an 8 in column 9, so only cell left for the 8. 8 is in row 4, 8 is in row 8, so that gives 8 is in column 4, 8 is in row 8, so that gives 8 in one of these two cells, and that gives an 8 in one of these two cells. So if I look at box 1 and 2, there are many places that the 8 can go into. So to be specific, more than 2 cells that the 8 can get into, so I'm not going to pencil mark those cells. Let's look at some other digit now that might be interesting. Maybe this column, because all these 3 cells are empty. 4, 8, 9, 1 and 3. So we need 2, 5, 6 and 7. So you have a 6 here, so that allows us to mark a 6 in this cell. So 6 in column 9 can only go into this cell, which means these 3 cells will be a triplet 2, 5, 7. And you have a 2, 7 here, so that becomes 5. And this 2 gives us a 7 and a 2 here. And now we can continue with box 9. 2, 4, 5, 7, 6 and 8. So you have a 1 here in row 9, so that means this would be 3, 9. So I'm not sure about the difficulty of the Sudoku. It may be an easy Sudoku too. I'm not really sure. I've just taken a random Sudoku. So even if it's easy, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. So it would be good to have easy Sudokus once in a while, because there may be many people who are seeing this video for the first time. So 1 goes in one of these two cells and 1 is in row 2, so 1 goes in one of these two cells. So let us candidate those cells. This is 1, 3 and 9 for the box. And maybe let's look at column 1, because I'm seeing quite a bit of activity here. 3, 4, 7, 1 and 6. And you also can't have 5 and 8, which means these two cells can only be 2 and 9. We have marked locked set into here. 5, 7, 8 and 1, 3, 4 and 6 are eliminated. So this can only be 2, 9, and you have a 9 here. So which means this is 2, this is 9. And that allows us to comfortably mark a pair in row 1, row 7, column 1. So this becomes 5, 8 pair. And because of this 5, I can instantly resolve that. Okay, now look at row 7. Where does the 1 go? 1 cannot be in these two cells, 1 cannot be in column 4, so 1 goes here, which means that is a 3, 9. So lots of juicy places to look into this Sudoku. For example, row 7, even box 1. So I'll go with box 1 because I'm seeing a digit. 2 cannot be in column 2, 2 cannot be in row 3, so 2 goes here. and that gives a pointing pair of 2's in these two cells, because 2 cannot be in column 5 and 2 cannot be in row 4, 2 cannot be in column 8, so 2 goes here. Let's look at row 4. We have 2, 5, 6, 8, 9 as givens or placed digits. So we need 1, 3, 4 and 7. Look at these two cells. So you have 1 and 3 here, which means that these two cells can only be 4 and 7. This is a wonderful classic, guys. So fun. There are so many locked sets. So I think we saw a locked set somewhere here, right? We got a locked set here, 5, 8. And some other place we got one more locked set. And again, this is the third time we are getting a locked set. So this becomes 1 and 3, right? So 1, 3, 6, 8, 4 and 7. We need 2, 5 and 9. So this is 5, 9. That's a 2, 5. You have a 9 here, and that would be a 2, 5, 9. So let us combine some corners here. Row 6 and column 6 have a 7 in them, so that gives a corner 7 here. And 6 cannot be in column 3, that gives a 6 here. So where do we go now? 6 is in column 7 and 9, so that gives a 6 here. And because of row 1, 6, we get a 6 here. That's nice. So far the Sudoku is proceeding really sweetly, I would say. There is no pain so far. It's all pleasure. Nothing difficult. But let's see. 1, 5, 6, 2, 7, 8. We need 3, 4 and 9. So this is 3 and 9. And these two cells would be 3, 4 and 9. So I'm tempted to look top 3 rows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We need 1, 3, 5 and 7 in box 3. So this cell cannot be 1 or a 5. So that's 3 and 7. This 4 is here, right? You can resolve this pair. 4 and 7. And which means this becomes a 3 now, right? And that gives a 9 here, a 3 here. Which means this is the only possible cell that is to be filled. So that becomes 5, which means this is a 2, this is a 9. Just the pencil marks carrying us along. 3, 6, 8, 2, 4, 9. So we need a triplet here, 1, 5, 7. So this can't be 1, so that's a 5, 7. You have a 5 here, so that's a 1, 7, and that would be 1, 5 and 7. And I can't have 8 in row 3, so that gives a pointing pair of 8's in here. So 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 8. So we need 1, 7, 9. So these two cells are 1, 7 and 9. Okay, let's look at row 6. 1, 5, 9 and 7 and 8. So which means 2, 3, 4 and 6 are yet to be placed. So let us just slowly write the candidates. This can't be 2, so this would be 3, 4 and 6. And these two cells have 4 possible values. So let's just ignore them for now. So you have 2, 4 here. So this must be 3 or 6. Can't have 2 and 4. That's 3, 6. And this row is looking interesting. We have 4, 7, 8, 9 and 2 and 6. So we need 1, 3 and 5. This becomes 3, 5. This becomes 3, 5. Okay, you can't have 1 here. So which means that this is a 1. So 3 can't go here. So that gives us a corner pencil mark of 3 here. And continuing in the side of 3's, 3 goes here. Okay, I have a 1 here, right? So that gives me a 3 here, which gives me a 1 here. That 3 gives me a 6 here. This 3 gives a 3 here. Superb, guys. This Sudoku is, testament to the fact that even simple classics can be interesting. So far it has been very simple to solve. There has been no difficulty. So I have a 3 here, which means in row 6, so that's a 3. Let's see if there is a twist in the tail at the end. I'm not certain. 3, 7, 8 and 1, 5, 6 and 9. So we need 2, 4 here. We got a 2, 4. 3, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6. So we need 1, 5, 7. So you can place the 1 here. 1 cannot be in column 4 and 1 cannot be in column 6. So there's a 7 here. So that's a 7 and that's a 5. 1 5 7 9 2 3 8, so we need 4 and 6. You have a 6 here, so which means that's a 6 and that's a 4, and this 4 means that this is not a 4, so that's a 3 9, and that gives us a 4 here. So 1 goes in row 4 column 3, so that's not a 1, it's a 7 9. Let's look at column 5. 1 2 4 6 9 and 3, so we need 5 7 and 8. So this is 7 8 because 5 can't go here, you have an 8 here, so that's a 5 7, and this would be a 5 8. So if you look at this cell and just see where that cell goes into box 7, you will notice that it can only go into here, right? If this is 7, 7 can only go here, and if this is 9, 9 can only go here, because all these cells are not 7 or 9, so 7 or 9 can only be here, it's getting tucked in here. Okay, so if you look at row 3, that's really nice. Look at these 4 cells. They form a quadruple, 1 5 7 and 9. We have a locked set of 4 digits, so which means we have a quadruple 1 5 7 9, and we have 2 3 8, which means these two cells must be a 4 and 6 pair. A locked set with 2 digits, so this becomes a 4 6 pair. Okay, let's look at row 2. So we have 1 2 3 4 and 6 and 9, which means 5 7 8 are yet to be placed. We have 5 7 in column 6, so that's an 8, which means this would be a 5 and a 7, and there is only one cell left for the 8 in row 1, so 8 goes in here, and instantly we can resolve that, so that becomes a 7, that becomes 5, that is 1 or a 7. So 7 here gives a 9, and that gives a 1, and this 9 gives a 9 here, a 3 here, a 9 here, 3 gives a 5 here, a 3 here, 2 3 4 5 1 6 8, so that must be a 7. That's nice. So you have a 1, which means this is 7, that is 1, this 7 gives 5, that gives 8, giving us 7, 1 3 4 8 2 7 9, so we need 5 and 6, you have a 5 here, so that's a 5, that's a 6, and 4 6 gets resolved now, so that's a 6, that's a 4, 2 4 get resolved, and 1 3 7 8 4 5 6, so we need 2 and 9, so 2 and 9. And with that we have completed this really fun to solve Sudoku by Riffclown. So what do you guys think? I'm in the mood for solving one more classic. Maybe this was easy, so let us just go to the Discord again and see if we can. I'll just try to load one more classic, maybe by Riffclown. I saw that this classic was Sudoku number 3, so maybe okay, so what do we have? Okay, let's attempt one more classic, and it is by the same author. So we'll just give it a try now. It's just loading. Please stay with me. Okay, so we have one more classic. So I'm going to solve this now. I just decided it after completing the previous classic because it was an easy solve. So maybe this one also would be easy, I'm not sure, but let us see. It was fun to solve the previous classic, so I hope you guys find this video fun as well. So let us start the Sudoku now. This is also by Riffclown. I will add the link to solve this also in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and continue watching the video. Right. So where do we start? Column 8. It's beautiful. Look at this 2 and 3. You can't have 2 3 in these cells. So which means you can have a locked set, you can lock a pair, 2 3 goes in these two cells, right? And we have 1 2 3 8 6 and 9, which means that these must be 4 5 7, a triplet, and 7 cannot be here, 4 cannot be here, so 4 5 7, and we need 1 6 8 and 9. 9 cannot be in row 9, so 9 goes in one of these two cells, and that gives a 9 here. And now just continuing along 9s, 9 has only one cell left in column 3, it has to go here. And in column 4 again only one cell because 9s are in boxes 5 and 8, so 9 goes here, and that gives an pointing pair of 9s here. Okay, so 8 cannot be in row 8, so that gives 8 in one of these two cells, and which means that 8 in row 7 has only one cell, 8 has to go here. So again, just like the previous classic, lots of juicy places to look in the grid, many places. This box, maybe this row, this box. So we can just look anywhere we want to. So 1, 5, 6, 8, and we need 2, 3, 4, 7, 9 in these 4 cells. Look at this cell. It cannot be 2, 4, 7, it cannot be 9. So there is a hidden single here, so this can only be a 3. And which means this 2, 3 is resolved now, so that's a 2, that's a 3. 1, 2, 5, 6, 3 and 8, so which means this cell has to be 4, 7, 9, can't be 4, 7, that's a 9, and that becomes a 4, 7 pair. So 4, 5, 6, 9 and 3 and 7, we need 1, 2 and 8, you can't have 2 here, so that's 8, this becomes 1, 2, 8, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2 and 4, we need 1, 6, 8, so I'll just mark those, so 1, 6, 8, and 9 is removed from this cell, right, because we have placed a 9 here, so 9 goes here. And okay, row 7, 4, 8, 9 and 2 and 3, so we need 1, 5, 6 and 7, you have 5, 7 here, so these will have corner pencil marks of 1 and 6, and 1 cannot be in column 5, so these be 1, 6. Okay, let's look at row 2, 2, 5, 6, 1 and 9. We need 3, 4, 7, 8 in row 2, and look at column 3, you can't have 3, 4, 7, so that's an 8, which means these 3 cells must be 3, 4 and 7. 3 can't go here, so that's 4, 7, so 3 goes in one of these two cells. And what do I need to see next? 1 in row 1, right? There is only one cell, 1 has to go here, and 1 cannot be in column 1, 1 has to go here, 1 is removed from here. Such a pleasant classic Sudoku, guys. It's so good for people who are really new to Sudokus to attempt these kind of Sudokus to get a hang of how a Sudoku works. A really nice one. So 1, 5, 9, 2, 3, 8, we need 4, 6, 7 in box 1. 4, 6, 7 goes here. This cannot be 7. That's a 4, 6. 4, 6 and 7. Triplet. So 1, 3, 5, 9. Which means these two cells can only be 2 and 8 because we have locked a triplet into these 3 cells. Okay, so again these two cells for row 1 must be 4, 6 and 7. And let's look at column 3, 2, 3, 8, 9 and 4 and 7. We need 1, 5, 6. 5 cannot be here, so that's 1 and 6. 6 cannot be here, 1 and 5. This would be 1, 5, 6. Interesting. So this is the moment I think I have to pause. So far I was able to see all the deductions. So in column 7, this cell can only be 1 or 8. So now I'm a little confused where to look for continuation. Maybe these two cells, they can't be 2, 7, they cannot be 4, 8, 9, they cannot be 1, so they must be 3, 5, 6. And 2 in column 1 must go in one of these two cells. This is interesting. At this point, seems a little hard. Okay, 2 in row 8 again goes in these two cells. And now if you look at column 4, wow, this is nice, guys. At first sight, this cell looks as if there is nothing going on here, but actually a lot of activity here. Look at this cell, can't be 8, 9, cannot be 2, 7, it cannot be 5, it cannot be 1 and 6. So this can only be 3 or 4. I was hoping that you'd get one more reduction, you'll get a digit there. And 2 in column 4 goes in these 3 cells, because you have a 2 here, you have a 2 here, so 2 goes in these 3 cells. Am I missing something simple here? Because, yes, look at this 8, guys, that gives a 6 here, right? I was missing that reduction, so which means this is not 6, so that's a 1-8 pair, and which means you get a 6 in box 7, so, and that gives our Sudoku great thrust. So that's 6 here, 4 here, becomes 7, becomes 6, means this is 7, that's 4, so this becomes a 6-7 pair, which means this would be a 3-4 pair, and you have a 3-4 pair here. Beautiful, lovely, nice hidden pair. So 5, 8, 9, 3 and 4, we need 1, 2, 6 and 7, and it's not really giving much. So let's look at these 3 cells, 2, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9, so we need 1, 3, 5, that's a 3, 5, that's a 1, 3 because of this 5, and this is a 1 and a 5, right? And now 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, so 2, 4 and 7, so this is not 5, and these 2 cells must be 2, 4, 7. So I think the Sudoku is still a little bit tight, it's not loosened up. So 2, 6, 7, 9 and 1 and 8, so we need 3, 4 and 5, which means this would be 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me look at this pair again. Column 4, 5, 8, 9, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 6, 7. So this is 1, 6 and 7. This would be 1, 2, 6. This would be 1, 2, 6 because both of these rows have a given 7. Okay, so 1, 4, 9, 6, 7, 8. So 2, 3 and 5, right? So this is not 5, this is 2, 3. We have a 5 here. So which means this must be a 2 or a 5 because of the 3 here. And looking at column 2, we have 5, 6, 7, 2 and 9. So we need 1, 3, 4 and 8. 4 is here, so that's a 1, 3, 8. This is a 1, 4, 8. Okay, this cell must be 5, 6 and 7 for the row. So, okay, I'm seeing an advanced logic here. This can be used in Sudokus where you know for sure that the solution is unique. So look at these 4 cells, right? They are forming what we would call a unique rectangle. So basically you need to identify 4 cells spread across 2 boxes, right? 2 in each box. And when you have such a case, look at this pair. You have a 1, 8 pair here in box 9, and you almost have a 1, 8 pair in box 6. So what happens if this cell does not contain a 2? You will have a 1 and 8 here, and eventually after completing the solution, you can always swap these pairs of 1s and these pairs of 8s. That would give you 2 solutions, but we are working on the premise that the Sudoku always contains a unique solution, and a Sudoku by any reputed author in any reputed competition will always have a unique solution, and it's not worth solving Sudokus with multiple solutions. So which means that I know for sure this is a 2, but I'm not going to use that. So we can just at the end maybe see if that is a true. If that is true, you'll surely get a 2 here. So this is a unique rectangle. We have covered a video on unique rectangles in depth on the channel. You can check out the playlist. Okay, you have a 6 here, right? I could remove the 6 from here. Why didn't I do that? So you have 1 2 here, and that gives me a triplet. 1 2 8 triplet in row 6. Let me remove the colors. So 1 2 8 triplet, which means that this cannot be a 1. Superb. So the break-in we are looking for. So 5 is here. So that gives 1 here. Let's use a 6 here. This one gives a 3, 5, 2, 3, and 2 is removed from here. That gives 1 8 pair. So that's a 2. So if we got the 2 here, we could have placed it much earlier. So which means this is 1. That's 8. That's 1. That's 8. That's 1. So row 6 can be filled. 2 6 8 9 1 5 7. We need 3 4. 3 is here. So that's a 4. That's a 3. And these two cells are 1 and 8. 1 can be placed. So that's 8. That's 1. 1 3 6 4 5 9. So we need 2 7 8. Right. Let's place that. This is not 8. 2 7. And these would be 4 5 6. And we know that this is not 5. And 3 4 pair removes the 4. So that's a 6. Which means that's a 4 5. So 1 and 6. So removing the 1 6 from here, that's a 7. That gives 5, a 4, 7. So we need 1 6 here. So that's 1. That's 6. And 6 7 can be resolved. 6 and 7. This becomes a 2 4 pair. Right? 7 in row 5 goes here. My eyes are moving all over the place now. So we need 3 5 pair in row 9. So this becomes 3. That becomes 5. And this becomes 3, that becomes 4. So 7 is here, so that's a 2, that's an 8, and 5. So that's a 5, that's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 2, and that's a 2, and that's an 8. So we have completed 2 classic Sudokus by Riffclown today. Both of them were really fun to solve. Easy Sudokus, I would say, not hard at all, and really fun to solve. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve these 2 Sudokus. Do let us know your thoughts and comments. Like the video. And please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.